How we learn about dinosaurs. With Stegosaurus.
Hi, my name is Ranger Molly and I work at a really cool place called Dinosaur National Monument. I'm standing in a museum on a rock wall that's full of dinosaur bones. It's a big place.
One of the dinosaurs we have bones from is called Stegosaurus. It was a big dinosaur, about as long as a school bus. It had a tiny head, 4 pillar-like legs, and a bunch of big flat plates running down its back. It also had 4 long spikes on its tail. Here's Ranger Amy with our statue Stegosaurus. Have you ever seen a real Stegosaurus? I haven't. That's because Stegosaurus is extinct. That means there's no more Stegosaurus around anymore. But we can still learn about its life by studying its bones.
This is a Stegosaurus tail spike. It's kind of like a skinny triangle made of rock. It's fatter on the bottom and thin and pointy on the top. This one is longer than my forearm. What do you think Stegosaurus used its tail spikes for? Let's ask some rangers.
Look, here's Ranger Katie at the visitor center. Let's ask her. Do you think Stegosaurus used its tail spikes to hang from trees? Ugh, Ranger Katie doesn't think so. She's shaking her head. Stegosaurus was too big for that. Hey, here's Ranger Tiff outside in the landscape. Maybe she'll know. Hey, Ranger Tiff, do you think Stegosaurus could have flipped its tail over and worn the spikes as a hat? Nope, she's making a silly face. I guess a spiky hat wouldn't feel very good. Here we are again with Ranger Amy and our life-size Stegosaurus statue. Ranger Amy, do you think Stegosaurus used its tail spikes to pick its teeth? That tail is pretty far away from the dinosaur's face. Ranger Amy's shaking her head. That's not the answer either. Wow, it's hard to learn about animals that are extinct. But scientists learn about animals that are alive, too. Let's see if any living animals can give us some clues about how Stegosaurus might have used its spikes. Can you think of any living animals with spiky body parts? Here's some porcupines with long quills all over their bodies. The quills poke right out of the fur, going in all directions. It's like they're wearing spiky armor. And check out this deer. It has 2 bony antlers growing out of its head. As you go up, the antlers spread out like the branches of a tree. Each branch ends in sharp points. Here's a pair of elephants like you find at the zoo. Both of them have 2 long, pointy tusks growing out of their mouths. The tusks stick out past their faces. These 2 are touching noses. Oh, be careful not to poke each other. And here's a group of 4 bison looking right at us. Sometimes they're called buffalo. Each bison has 2 sharp horns curving out from its forehead. They look soft and cuddly everywhere else, but I wouldn't want to mess with those horns. All of these critters remind us that there's lots of animals with spikes alive today. Thanks to modern animals, we can see how spikes are used in nature today. In this video, an elk, which is basically a large deer, rams a car with his sharp antlers to protect his herd. He would use the antlers the same way against a predator, but he isn't the only one. Lots of animals today use spikes to protect themselves. Maybe Stegosaurus used its spikes the same way. Can you imagine how that would look? Ranger Katie and Ranger Tiff are using toys to help them imagine a fight between Stegosaurus and the big, sharp-toothed, meat-eating dinosaur, Allosaurus. Oh no! Allosaurus is sneaking up on Stegosaurus from behind! Stegosaurus is going to swing its tail spikes! Ouch! Allosaurus down!
Perhaps Stegosaurus used its tail spikes to defend itself against predators, like this scary sharp-toothed Allosaurus in the picture beside me. What do you think? Can you think of any dinosaurs that have body parts like animals alive today?
Big dinosaurs may be gone, but we can still learn a lot about them by studying animals alive today. Sometimes they have a lot in common. We hope you enjoyed comparing them with us. See you next time!